Hello, what's up, gang? It's Matt with OddsJam. Coming to you live today on this beautiful, crazy NBA-filled Tuesday evening. The goal here is to be placing some positive expected value bets. I can teach you about my process of how I use the positive EV page. I can kind of give a small detour of, not detour, a small tour of what everything means, how to read the numbers, stuff like that. Obviously, actually betting on these games is kind of funny just because the NBA world is just absolutely popping off, and somehow I'm supposed to watch a Sixers game tonight. I don't know. It doesn't seem fair. I posted it on Twitter. Let me know if you agree with me or not that the NBA should just treat the trade deadline like the All-Star break, and they should just shut down for a couple days. I mean, teams like the Kings, who are just like in utter disarray. I'm not sure how they're supposed to play an NBA game. I don't know if they actually play tonight, but or like the Sixers, who are just in a ton of James Harden rumors. Danny Green rumored on the trading block, maybe Matisse Thybulle, maybe Seth Curry. Brad Beal just got announced he's out for the year. Of course, it happened right around the trade deadline where they couldn't get Sabonis, so they were like, screw it, we'll just trade him. Absolute madness. Hopefully that means there is some value. I haven't really looked at the positive EV page a ton today, so I'm not really sure what's there. Of course, I'm having location issues again, so I'm going to be placing everything on my phone, just pulling it up here, getting everything ready to place some bets, and obviously it'll all be updated in my bet tracker. So let me share my screen. But before I get started, while I brag a little bit about my screen, 8,700 in total profit. Small profit yesterday, just 25 bucks, but good day, good week last week, 630. As you can see, started in September, only had 3 losing weeks in there, with my high as 1,100, almost 1,200 a month. That's very good. One way I was able to be so successful using the OddsJam platform was I was just signed up at every sportsbook that was available to me in Virginia. Somehow I'm like breaking even with Barstool and Bet Rivers, a little bit of loss, huge loss in FanDuel. I don't know what it is about FanDuel. I just can't get it right. BetMGM has been wildly successful for me, but the point of this all is just to highlight how important it is for you to sign up in every sportsbook that you have in your state. Use the links in the description to sign up. That's how I've made all this money just using OddsJam. I wouldn't consider myself someone with a huge bankroll. It was just 500 when I first started, and my first week, 280 bucks, 290 bucks, pretty good. So any sportsbook that comes available in Virginia, I sign up for. I cannot stress enough how important it is. You need to have all these sportsbooks to use a product and the profit on betting on sports, which is kind of the goal here, right? To make money betting on sports. So looking through the positive EV page, I really like this DeAndre Ayton under 14.5 points. He's going against Embiid. I'm going to lock this in, 90 bucks on Caesars. And then I'll talk about my positive EV strategy. I just really like this bet a lot. So I'm logging in to Caesars, as you can see here. Let me place the bet. Let me pull. Going to Sixers. Hopefully it's still there. $90 on DeAndre Ayton under 14.5 points. Perfect. Nope. That's Chris Paul. Same odds, same line. That's funny. All right. And we're locked in. So yeah, so for and let me add this to my tracker as well before I forget, $90. This is probably going to be my biggest play of the night. Let's hope this hits. I love it. He's going to go against Embiid. Embiid always takes the center matchups seriously. So I like it. I think it's a good bet. But here's how you navigate the positive EV page. So this here gives you the percentage, the positive expected value percent. So that basically means if I placed $100 on this bet, my expected profit would be $9.61. Obviously, this bet, I'm either going to win $100 or win 105 in this case, or lose 100. But the goal of this is the law of large numbers, and that, if this game was played 100,000 million times and I bet $100 on DeAndre Ayton plus 105 over time, if you just run a simulation, I would make $9.61. So the goal is to stack positive expected value bets on top of each other. That's how you can become a profitable sports bettor real time. You want to beat the green. You want to beat sorry, you want your bet tracker to be green. All these bets have beat closing line. These are my player props. This is my soccer one. This is my game prop of the day. Here are some football ones that I bet. No green is populated there yet, but it's incredibly important for you to make sure that you're doing positive EV betting. So that's what that percentage means. Obviously, the event is the game, the time, the books. So it just gives you the best odds on this specific market. So the best odds on the over is actually the OddsJam perfect line. So obviously there's no play there, but the under, which is what I bet, was plus 105 on Caesars. And this here is incredibly important. This is the OddsJam perfect line. We pull it from Pinnacle, the sharpest sports book out there. This is where we compare everything to make sure that it's positive EV. And one thing that we highlight a ton that you'll see a ton in these live streams is market width. And all you need to do to calculate the market width is just, if it's a plus and a minus like this one, you just subtract the two numbers. 129 minus 104 equals 25 cents. So this one has 25 cents in market width. And market width is used to determine Pinnacle's confidence in a line. So the tighter the line, the smaller the number, the better. So 25 cents market width on a game prop is really good. The max that I'll bet for a player prop is 40 cents. And for a game prop is 25 cents. And then anything that's like 15 and below is like absolute load city. I might sometimes put double what the calculator says. Then the market is just the points. So when you're navigating the positive EV page, you click this calculator. What you have to do is go to your settings and just update your bankroll. So for me, my bankroll is 1,000. I use my Kelly multiplier as 1. And it just does a formula and tells you exactly how much to bet. So I follow this to a T. I put $90 on this DeAndre 8-1. So I'm getting it at plus 105. The OddsJam perfect line with the VIG removed gives this a 53.47% chance of hitting. So based on those numbers, $90 bet. Bang, bang, boom. Don't need to think about it. Just bet what it says. I think that, like I said, I think that's a great bet. I'm glad that it was there. So this next one, Bobby Portis assists, unfortunately, is not a play. That's what, 46 cents in market width. Not quite there. This point spread one looks like the Celtics minus 11.5 on PointsBet. There have been some speed issues with PointsBet. Let me see if this is still live. And if it is, I'm going to go ahead and take it. PointsBet's loading, basketball, Nets. So the odds should be Celtics minus 11.5. Pick your own spread. Celtics minus 11.5. Should be plus 160. Okay, perfect. So this is still on there. This is a $40 bet. I'm going to go ahead and place it. So this one is a game prop, $40. That was within, what's that, 19 cents in market width. So that one's good. $40 bet. My second bet of the night. So I forgot to mention this for player props. I have a limit that is 5% and above. It looks like one just popped up on Julius Randle over rebounds. Another one on PointsBet, another $90 bet. I'm going to go ahead and guess. Let me see if I can find this one. I'm going to go ahead and guess that it's not available anymore just because the lines, like I said, we've had some issues, mostly player props on PointsBet, but let's see. Julius Randle over 10.5 plus 125. Wow, this one's still live. I'm going to go ahead and bet it. That's amazing. I'm really glad I got that one. So that's my third bet, two $90 bets. This one's great. PointsBet, Julius Randle over 10.5. Looks like the OddsJam perfect line has it at minus 115, the under at minus 121. That's 36 cents in market width. So that one's good to go. Let me refresh my page. And it's still there. So if you're watching this live, that's three bets that two on PointsBet, one on BetMGM that you could have taken. So hopefully people are watching and getting in on this. So the soccer one I'll skip. Although I did post a soccer video today, I want people to look at. And let me go through. So as I was saying, sorry, I get distracted when I see a new play pop up. My rule for anything that's a player prop is 5% and above. I love betting player props, as you can see. I mean, I think the general public loves betting player props because it kind of just scratches that fantasy basketball, fantasy football itch. They're just a wider variance. That's why we up the market width to 40 cents because it's rare that you'll find one 25 cents and below. But Like I said, I love it. I think it's super fun. Rooting for players as well as games is really fun. But because of the variance, I just stick to anything 5% and above. That's all. Looks like there is a play on Jokic rebounds. That is also on Caesars. It's a $55 play. I'll round down. Let me see if I can get this on Caesars. So the play is Nikola Jokic under 12.5 rebounds. Interested that that's a play because you would have assumed Jokic rebounds. He's just going to get a million, but under 12.5 plus 100. That's still on here, so I'm going to go ahead and take it. 55, and we're locked in. Stop. Okay, we're locked in. $55 bet, Jokic under 12.5 rebounds. So that's my fourth bet. 3 player props, 1 game prop. Looks like this Bobby Portis one's still a no play. Looks like there is a play, first half spread, 21 cents market with Villanova minus 2.5 first half spread, plus 115 on BetMGM. As you saw on my page, BetMGM is actually my most profitable book. So I like this bet a lot. I'm going to see if I can get it in time. So it's like the game's at 8:30, college basketball, Villanova first half line, minus 2.5 plus 115. Got it. Villanova first half. So the odds changed. This is no longer a play. Unfortunately, won't be able to get this one in time. That's all right. That happens. Let's refresh this. It's one thing I did. Oh, here's a positive EV play on FanDuel. If I miss it, so be it. But I do want to highlight that odds change incredibly quickly. It can be frustrating. We understand the frustration when you see a play that you really like, you want to bet it. The lines are different. That happens. I mean, it's an unfortunate that, as money comes in, sports books change odds. I've been on for 10 minutes, and I've already gotten 4 positive EV bets. I will have to check my tracker at the end to see if they're still plus EV. If they beat, the closing line. But the lines changing can be frustrating, but hopefully these live streams can give you an understanding that you can still get some bets in. So let me refresh this. FanDuel is actually the quickest to update odds, and it's no longer here anymore. Villanova one still is, but I just looked at it. The first half spread is Villanova minus 2.5. It's priced at minus 110, not plus 115. So all good. Next one looks like this is 22 cents in market with. The play is on Ryder versus Manhattan. Great game. Minus 110 odds on Manhattan plus 3. I love betting on lower level college basketball. It's incredibly exhilarating. Let me see if I can get this one in. Game is played at 7. Ryder versus Manhattan. Found it. What's the play? Plus 3, minus 110. Perfect. I'm in. $60 play. All right. 60. All right. And we're in. Perfect. $60 play. So I end up averaging between 6 and 8 plays when I do these live streams. I think that's my 4th or 5th one I've gotten. Looks like another one on FanDuel has popped up. It's 42 cents in market with. So just kidding. It has not. Looks like 41 cents. Here's a play. What's that? 32 cents in market with Trae Young over 9.5 assists. That's a great play. I mean, the Pacers just traded their whole team. Granted, they got back someone really good in Tyrese Halliburton. I actually think that's an incredibly dumb trade for the Kings. What was this on BetMGM? So I like this. I mean, Trae Young's probably just going to dice up the Pacers. So let's see. Trae Young over 9.5 assists. And this was a $55 play. I'll round up because I do like me some Trae Young, even though we torched my Sixers. And 55. All right, and we're in. $55 play, and looks like we're getting to the end of the positive EV for the player props at least. So nothing here. And all right, no play. So now once I get below 5%, that doesn't mean I'm not going to touch a play. I just want to look for something that has really tight market width. So I'm actually going to take out player props. And I'm just going to look at market width. If I can find something 15 and below, I'll double what my calculator has to do. My calculator tells me to do, because it's just when you're getting a positive EV play that is such tight market width, like this one here. This is 11. Looks like the play is on the Timberwolves -7.5. Oh, I love this one. $50 play. Well, I almost might make this a $100 play. Let's see if I can get it in. I mean, fading the Kings at a time like this. I mean, I mentioned I wasn't sure if they play tonight. They do, and I'm going to fade the living crap out of them. So Timberwolves -7.5 +110. Beautiful. So I know I said I'm going to double it. I'm actually going to triple it and put 75 on this one. That's how confident I am. The Kings just traded a beloved Tyrese Halliburton for who's Sabonis, who's a good player. He's not good enough. I think, yeah, I thought that was really dumb, if you couldn't tell. Here's another one. 13 cents looks like the plays on the over Lakers Bucks. This one, I'll just go ahead and double it. I'll put 50 on it. Looks like 223. That was win bet. I don't always triple what the calculator tells me to do, but in a play like that, I absolutely love. And the market width was, what did I say, 11, 13, something like that. Great play, great play. And this one, the market width was 11. Market width for this one is 13. Let's hope I can get it in on time. Lakers Bucks over 223 -1, 233. Boom. All right, I'll put $50 on this one. And bet's been placed. So hopefully this gives you an idea of how I use a positive EV page. Obviously, as you saw, I don't generally put a ton of sports analysis in it. I did with this Kings one, because I mean, just fading them is just too juicy, but generally, I just see a play I like and I'll bet it. If it's within market width, I'll bet it. So I'm gonna see if there's anything. Here's a 12. Looks like the play is on the over for this Magic Trailblazers game. So this would be another $50 bet. And I believe that was win bet and points bet. So I'll go ahead and take this on points bet, because I've done a couple on win bet. See if this is still real. For basketball reasons, I don't totally love this one, because the Blazers just traded McCollum. So you wonder how well they're going to do offensively, but trust in the process. So over to the odds changed. I believe so. Yeah, it's priced at 221 now, not 220. So let me refresh this. Give it one last look to see if there's anything below 15 cents and below. Let's see. No, I mean, just a beautiful play here. This Timberwolves -7.5. I might put another 100 on it. Here's something that's exactly 15. First half under Kings Nuggets. I like it. Or sorry, Knicks Nuggets on Caesars. I like it. The Knicks offense is just petrifyingly brutal. Let's see if I can get this one in. I want to get, come on. First half under 113. The odds changed a half a point. It's at 114 now. Or sorry, it's at 113.5. Wasn't able to get that one in. I lollygagged. Let's see, anything 15 and below. So here's one. That's tomorrow. And all right, so I'll go ahead and just look at player props once again. If not, I will go to the odds page and teach people how to find a plus EV play if you want to look at a specific game. And doesn't look like there's anything here. All right, so using the positive EV page is incredibly helpful. Obviously, I just found 8 bets probably on there. But what I also like to do is, if there's a specific game, like it's a really big college basketball game, a really big NBA game, or a Sixers game, you know, I want to find odds. I want to find a specific plus EV bet for that game. What I'll do is I'll go to the odds page and I'll show you how I find it. So I'm just going to kick, 76ers Suns is an objectively good game. Obviously I'm a Sixers fan. So Bobby and I like to do these previews. Bobby was unavailable. We haven't forgiven him, but let's see. I'm just going to look at game props, nothing player, to see if I can find a positive EV bet just from the odds page, and I'll show you my process there. So first thing you want to do, you want to find the OddsJam perfect line. Looks like this is priced at about Sixers -1, which is actually incredibly surprising that the Sixers are favored. I guess I know the Suns are on a back-to-back, and it's being played in Philly, but the Suns are just a machine. Looks like there is a little bit of value, but that's not going to beat the closing line. Oh yeah, one thing I need to do is you got to remove the VIG. So once I find a play, I'll show you how that works. But let's see. So again, this isn't going to be closing line. Minus 130. So it's, what's this, 17 points in market with, or 17 cents. Let's see if this beats the VIG. I doubt it will, although I don't hate putting money. I do think the Suns win this game straight up, but there wasn't anything on the money line. Plus 121, minus 138. So what you want to do is when you find a play like this where there's a discrepancy between the OddsJam perfect line and what BetMGM has, you want to remove the VIG. So plus 121, minus 138, plus 121, minus 138, puts the true line on this at minus 128. Unfortunately, that is not plus EV because minus 130. And I'm not taking anything worse than minus 130. So no play here. Let me go back to the money line. Yeah, there's not going to be a play on the money line if you remove the VIG, although the market width on that is great. Minus 108, minus 102 puts that at plus 102. They're only plus a hundo. So let's check the total. So again, this is the OddsJam perfect line right here. Scroll down. Looks like this total is priced at 217 and nothing. Not great. Okay. Yeah, that's not going to be a closing line. So let's look at first half spread. Same thing. See if I can find anything. No, this isn't going to be closing line. This is not fruitful. First half total. No, nothing. All right, let me find a different game. That didn't work out. I'm just going to get one play just to show you how you can look at a specific game and find a plus EV play. All right, what game should I look at tonight? What's a good game? Lakers Bucks. I did already take the over, although the odds changed, so maybe there's something here. Let's check Lakers Bucks. That's in theory a good game, but the Lakers blow because of Russell Westbrook. We'll see. All right, so OddsJam perfect line. Looks like the Bucks are about 3.5 point favorites. Does look like there's a small discrepancy at Lakers plus 4, but I doubt that's going to beat closing line minus 114 plus 103. Let's find out. Minus 114 plus 103 has that at minus 108. Yeah, it's not going to beat. The next one, again, not going to beat it. So there's no play here. Let's go to the total. Maybe there's some positive value. I never ended up locking it in because the lines changed. So, did I lock that one in? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I did lock that in. Let me go to my bet tracker. Oh, I did lock in the over 233. So just kidding. Sorry about that. Lines must have changed on a different one. So let's go. I already took one for this one. Let's go to a game. I didn't lock in anything. Grizzlies Clippers. That's not a bad game. If I had to guess, probably say the Clippers cover on this one, but let's see. All right. So again, you got to find the OddsJam perfect line, which in this case looks like it's Memphis minus 8.5. Nothing valuable here. Let's go to the total. Looks like the total is priced at 226.5, 227, depending on where you look. Maybe some value if you get the over 224.5. Minus 137 plus 120. That's 17 cents. I don't think that's going to beat the VIG, but let's see. Minus 137 plus 120 puts that at minus 127. And yeah, minus 130. And it's not going to beat it. Bad luck on these. First half point spread, nothing. First half total points. That's not going to be closing line. All right, back to the drawing board. Sorry about this, but we will find a game. I might have to go back and double take that Lakers one, but let's see. Lakers, Celtics, Nets. I know I took a play here. Maybe there's something more. All right. So I took the Celtics, I believe, at minus 8.5 at plus money. The odds have changed. Look at that. I got them at plus something. All right. So again, locate the OddsJam perfect line. And now we find discrepancies. So, I mean, just ripping towards the Celtics on this one. I mean, just constantly finding value. My guess is that there's 100% going to be a positive EV play here. I believe I got the Celtics. I forget the number, but it was definitely no. I got them at minus 11.5 plus 145. So let me see if I can sell a couple points, get them at two totals. This minus 7.5 looks juicy. So looks like the OddsJam perfect line prices the Celtics minus 7.5 at minus 140. It prices the other side at plus 123. So minus 140 plus 123. So the true odds on that are minus 130. This is plus EV. We are getting it at minus 129. Barstool, Bet Rivers, Unibet. I'll make this my $100 game prop of the day. Sorry, there's a fly in my face. And that's how you find that. So basically, what you got to do, locate the OddsJam perfect line. Find discrepancies between the sports books and what the OddsJam perfect line has. I found that play here at the Celtics minus 7.5. OddsJam perfect line with the VIG removed had it at minus 130. Not a huge positive EV play, but positive EV nonetheless. And I love it. I mean, the Nets are in disarray. They've lost like 8 straight. They're missing all 3 of their stars. I mean, the only reason why the spread isn't actually double digits is because of the name value of the Nets. So I think it's a really good bet. I mean, I love it. And that's going to be it. So let's see how many bets I ended up placing. So far, they're all still in the green. That's what we like to see. I ended up placing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 total bets, all still in the green. Green equals good. Red equals bad. And that's all I got for you on this. So I just want to highlight again. I mean, I'll go back to my home screen, show off my profits. One of the reasons why I've been able to be so successful is, I mean, the reason is the process I showed today. 5% positive expected value and above for player props, 40 cents in market width for player props, 25 cents for game props, and just maximize the number of books you have. So I'm signed up everywhere I can be in Virginia. If you're not signed up in your state, definitely check out the link below and sign up. It's incredibly important. I really can't stress that enough. You need to have all these sports books, and that's the way you can profit betting on sports. That's the goal, right? Profit betting on sports. So that's all I got for you. Perfect timing as the phone rings. So happy betting, happy watching, and good luck.